Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So it is the year 1316, and currently Claire is the only sim up in the house. She isn't feeling that well, so I had her get a cup of water. It's not gonna help her feel any better, but it is gonna help her hunger a bit, at least until her mother gets up later in the day, so that they can all eat their one meal of the day, because we are still in the Great Famine. The famine ends next year, which will be next episode, and I am kind of dreading that episode, but nevertheless, we're here and we're just gonna get our day started. So Pepper is up. He's probably looking for Claire, and we'll find her. So Claire is gonna clean up some of those dirty dishes that was on the table. Even though she's sick, she knows she has her responsibilities, so she's gonna go ahead and help her mom so her mom doesn't have to do that. Oh my. And she managed to break the sink, so that's something that her mom is gonna have to do when she gets up. I do feel bad for her. I know she feels unwell. It's okay, Claire. It does make sense that, like, once the famine hit, all my sims started to get sick and not feel good. But now Claire is going to take out that trash. I think that was one of Izzy's diapers, so we're gonna put that in the trash. Oh, speaking of Izzy, she just woke up, so that means that Philippa has to wake up now. So we're gonna get Philippa up so she can take care of baby Izzy. Also, maybe do some of the laundry, because it's been piled up for a couple days now. So she got Izzy, and we're gonna give her morning feeding. Aww, I am still glad that I'm so happy that she has another girl in the house. So we got 3 girls in the house. I'm gonna have Claire go outside and into the shed, or the workshop, so she can make some candles. Even though she's sick, she can still work. And of course, the boys are still in bed. Phineas just woke up though, and he has to get ready for work soon, so he's gonna go and use the chamber pot. Okay, and Philippa is gonna come in here and get started on some gruel. Once she puts Izzy back down. What is wrong with Izzy? Oh, she's following her dad. She wants her dad to pick her up, but Phineas has to get ready for work, so Philippa will get her and put her down. And for some reason, he wanted to go check on the boys. Well, he wanted to go mop up a puddle that was in the shed, but we're gonna say he wanted to go check on the boys. Maybe probably getting them up for the day so they can all get started on the stuff that they need to do. And Pepper is in here, so we're gonna have Claire come in here and talk to him. Maybe that'll help her feel better. He needs a bath though, so I'll probably get one of the adults or Manfred to take care of that. Aww, I love their relationship, I really do. But Claire needs to get back to work on making some candles, because we need to stock up on those. Philippa finished the gruel, so everybody can come in here and eat. I tried to get her to call for the meal, but no, the boys were still asleep, so I had to eventually just one by one have them go over there to eat. As you can see, somebody broke that chamber pot, so somebody's gonna have to fix that. I need Claire to come fill up Pepper's pet bowl so that Pepper can eat as well. The boys got up and they came and they ate, and here's a shot of all the kids eating together, not really talking. I think the boys are kind of still tired, and Claire is just not feeling that well. That's why she's quiet. So I had to go see this sentiment that everybody got. They got a happy memory from, I guess, sitting down with each other and eating, and that's good. At least we're still creating some happy memories in this very dark time period that they're living in. So everybody has a good sentiment with each other. At this point, I think Phineas is off to work, or yeah, I think he's going. So Botwin is gonna come back in here and start to draw some people or some animals, and I'm gonna have somebody come in here and fix that. So probably Philippa. And she had Izzy outside because for some reason she decided to bathe her in the big tub, but I had her come back inside and put Izzy into her crib because she's probably tired. She's been up for a little while. Oh, what is Pepper barking at? Philippa needs to take a bath soon. But Saoirse came over and I had Philippa go outside and greet her. I guess they wanted to talk to each other. I know they don't see each other much these days. So they sat down and caught up with one another. Both of their husbands are at work, working at the blacksmith shop. So they do have a lot of things in common to speak on. Okay, now everybody's a little bit upset, especially the baby who's very angry. But Philippa, can you go and take these clothes and wash them, please? Thank you very much. Think Gilbert or Bodwin, I don't know who. That's Gilbert. Yeah, that's definitely Gilbert outside playing. Or is that Bodwin? I dressed them in the same cold wear outfit and I can't tell who is who, but I did change the hat for them because Gilbert wears the kind of hat that both Manfred and their dad wears for their cold outfit wear. I probably should have gave them different colors. Okay, so Philippa is done with that. She's gonna replace the water. And Manfred is outside practicing. I know he's kind of bummed that there no longer will be any like archery competitions that are hosted since, you know, it is the famine and nobody has the time. Everybody is worried about when they're gonna have their next meal and how they're gonna survive the day. So Claire came outside to play with Gilbert for a little while, but she still was pretty sick and feeling upset, so I had her go take a nap inside so she can rest up a little bit. And that can only be the sound of dust forming on the floor, so Philippa is probably going to have to sweep that up. Oh, and also Gilbert or Bodwin was sick, so I got a notification that they had got over their illness, and that is a good thing. I don't need any of my Sims dying just yet. We already have to roll for them next episode. Is Phineas back? Yeah, so that's on the floor. Yeah, Phineas is back, and I had the family go over, well, not the family, I had Philippa, Manfred, and Phineas go over to the Cambrays so that they can discuss maybe getting Manfred betrothed to, oh my goodness, I forget her name, but the Cambrays' daughter. I think her name is not Maud. Or is it Mary? I don't know. This is really bad, really bad. But they are discussing getting their children betrothed to one another, and I don't think the Cambrays are really interested in Manfred being betrothed to their daughter. their daughter is a very pretty sim, and she does have many suitors and many other families wanting to become betrothed to her. And even though it is the famine, and even though they are struggling, they are hoping that maybe they can have their daughter marry into a upper class than them, because she is very pretty and she could get off with her looks. And I think Manfred is pretty upset about this whole conversation because he really does like the Cambrays daughter. I don't know, but he's very attracted to her. And at this point, Phineas and the Cambrays, not the Cambrays, but her father are arguing with each other because Phineas feels insulted because he thinks his son is a good match for their daughter. He thinks his son is a good kid. He thinks that he would be able to make their daughter happy, and he also thinks they're very delusional about their situation. So he wasn't shy about telling them that. And Philippa, of course, is trying to keep the peace. She's trying to keep people calm. And I had looked and see what the girl thought about Manfred, and she found him to be very unattractive. So I don't think this is gonna work out for Manfred. I don't think she's gonna be the girl for him. I might put her into the poll, but I just don't think that this is gonna work out. Look, her father is now shouting forbidding words at Phineas, and it's not good. I think it is time for us to go. So the next day, I decided to pop in with the king, with the new king, because after the king died, his son succeeded him. So we're here. His advisors decided to move him out of the castle that he grew up with. This is really the mindset or the plan of the Duke. He wanted to isolate the new king so that he can better manipulate him. I know he got into it with the king's mother, but she had no choice in the matter. So now he's here. He's kind of upset. He's pretty still upset about the passing of his father. He's also a bit of a loner and not much of a talkative Sims, and I don't think he's popular with the villagers in the kingdom. I don't think they think he's good enough to be the king. But the Duke behind him, I think he's okay. He feels comfortable with the Duke. He feels safe. This is somebody that his father wanted to be in his corner after he died. But my real reasoning for being here is so that we can change the laws. This is also the doing of the Duke. So we're going to change the laws and we're going to make it unlawful to do some things. And this is just me trying to make the lives of the peasants as sucky as it possibly can be during this time period. I don't think the king is kind of unsure about some of this stuff, but he's going to go through with it because they're trying to get control of the villagers and not trying to have uprise or anything, because he does know that he's unpopular with the people. So he's just trying to control them. And everybody else, also that the person across from the Duke right now is the Duke's brother, and he's basically replaced Lord Wymond with his brother, and now his brother is the new lord over the peasants' land in the area that the Halliwells live in. So they have to now answer to him. But I'm done here now, so we're gonna go back into the main household or to the other household. No, yeah, we're in the other household. This is our side household, and Annis is home alone. No, she's not. She's not home alone. Philip is here. But she's going to cook some food for her kids. She can only make some gruel. So we're going to do that. And right now she's sweeping up one of the toddlers' mess. But we're gonna make something. Left the second set of triplets upstairs for a little bit, but eventually I teleport them back down so they can be down there with their other siblings and socialize with them. And here's a shot of Philip playing with baby Halliwells. Oh, I love this so much. I think Philip really loves his kids. He does. And look at Delia back there playing. She really does be in a world of her own. Aww. Alright. Okay, so yeah, so now I have the second set of triplets downstairs, and even though there's still a lot of Sims in the house right now, the house is it's much more enjoyable to play. I like playing with them now. I didn't like playing with them when all the toddlers were still in that infant stage. Now I can kind of control the toddlers and help Annis with them a little bit. And this Annis playing with baby Rowan, I think. That's not Rowan, then it's Bartholomew. But since the toddlers are now able to move around a little bit, I have Annis start working on some skills that she couldn't do when they were still babies, like cross stitching, and maybe I can get her a lute so she can play that. I don't know why Philip is shouting forbidding words in front of the child, and I forgot to get rid of these chickens, so we're gonna do that right now. We're just gonna sell them. Go ahead and sell all the chickens. There we go. Philip is gonna do that. Yes, we do want to do that. We're not supposed to have any animals right now. Not that much cash. You would think they would get a lot much more money than that. So we have Annis here. She's stitching, and the kids are just all doing their own thing. I think some of them are about to eat, and no, it is kind of getting late, so we should get them all in bed so they can go to sleep. And I definitely need to plan on expanding this house soon, because this setup is not gonna work forever. So let's get all the kids into bed. I think some of them are still trying to eat. Or is she she's putting up her dishes. I don't know why they put it right there. There must be a shelf over there. We're gonna have Delia come inside. She's been outside all day. Even though her siblings are a bit older now, she still doesn't want anything to do with them. So I guess Annis is done with that. She can head upstairs and go to bed as well. And Delia is going to bed. Okay, but this is really cute. Like, look at all our kids. Look at them. It's still so sweet. It's didn't to think that some of them aren't gonna be here after the end of the next episode. I don't know why I keep thinking about it. I'm dreading playing that, you guys. I really am. But I am falling in love with some of these Sims more. I still have my least favorites in my favorites. But we're back in the main household. Philippa is up cleaning the chamber pot. Manfred, for some reason, wants to play in the trash. I'm gonna stop him that. Just throw that away and get rid of that puddle, maybe. Clara's asleep. No, she's not. The boys are though. So yeah, Philippa is done with that. Phineas is looking over Izzy, who is still asleep, but he has to go to work soon. We're gonna ignore that. We don't have phone calls. Philippa is probably making another batch of gruel. Claire is doing what she does best, making her candles. And these boys always sleep in late, I swear. Okay, Botwin got up now, and I had him fill up Pepper's bowl since Claire is busy right now. He's hungry, so the food is done, so everybody can come inside and eat their one meal a day, a bowl of gruel. And that's it. Okay. So guys, today is also baby's Izzy's birthday, so we're gonna have to roll for her, and hopefully, I know Felipe didn't go out to pray today, but hopefully the watcher doesn't take her away from us. So we got our odds up and we rolled a 3. She didn't have to roll. Okay, that's a good roll. She didn't have to roll a 4, 8, or 12, so she gets to age up. And we get to see what her trait is. Oh, she was an unhappy infant. And she's clingy. Okay. I think that's our first clingy toddler. I wonder who she'll cling on to more. Probably Felipe. Okay. So let's get her into cast and see what she looks like. It's adorable. Tomorrow's All Fools Day, but we probably won't be celebrating that. So this is what baby Isolda looks like, and she's absolutely cute, just absolutely adorable. I think she might end up really growing up to look like her mom. Look at Pepper. So she came in to join her family, and they're eating their meals. And I guess, I don't know why Felipe hugged Bobbin right there, but that was a really cute interaction. At some point, Manfred needed to go take a nap. And then Izzy started playing with Pepper, so I had encouraged this interaction further. I think Claire has some competition. I think Pepper is really liking baby Izzy. Oh, somebody broke the chamber pot again, so Felipe is going to take care of that as well as get rid of that puddle. I don't know who that is in the kitchen. I think that's either Gilbert or Robin. Manfred, I got up after taking his nap and went to go fish, so I'm going to have Gilbert join him in a second. I think that is something that he would do, follow Manfred around. But he has to use the restroom really quick, so after he gets done with that, he's going to go join his big brother. And Botwin, meanwhile, can probably come in here and play his fiddle. Yeah, so he's gonna play the fiddle. And Felipe is not feeling good right now. She's really mad about all this stuff breaking all the time. When she got done with that though, she played with baby Izzy a little while. I don't think she's done this with any of the other kids. If she has, I haven't shown it in any of the episodes. Thought it was cute. I think she really is. She's probably more clingy to Isolda than Isolda is to her, because she knows that this is going to be her last kid. But apparently that tired her out a bit, so she's gonna take a nap. And I'm gonna have Izzy play with her with a toy that I got from out of Claire's inventory. Oh, I didn't mention this earlier, but I decided to give Izzy the same dress that Claire wore as a child, as a way, I guess we can just say that is a hand-me-down for her. And I think it looks absolutely cute on her. But Manfred is still up here fishing. He caught something. He's caught up quite a bit of a few stuff. Some stuff that we're not going to be able to use, but also some fish. And Bodwin is absolutely determined to be the greatest fiddle player ever. Guess Pepper came in here to take a nap alongside Philippa. I am absolutely in love with Isolda. They don't, I guess it's because they don't have a lot of girl children. I don't know, but I really, really love Izzy. I mean, look at her, she's so cute. It's probably the curly hair as well. I really do like my curly haired Sims. So Izzy is upset, so she's gonna go take a nap. She's probably tired. Okay, and here we got a shot of Gilbert. He finally came up outside. Finally got up there. Took him a long time to walk up there, but now he's beside his brother and they're fishing together. Gilbert is actually a really good fisher. He caught quite a bit fish. But Phineas came home and he brought Philip along with him, and they're discussing whether or not if they're going to go see the execution of Lord Wymond. Philip wants to go, and Philip actually wants Phineas to take Manfred, but Phineas is kind of iffy about it because he doesn't really know if he wants his son to go see an execution, but Philip is trying to tell him that, you know, Manfred is no longer a little boy. He's a man now. He can go see things, and he's going to have to know about his surroundings. He's going to have to know about this new ruling. I know Philip is really concerned about this new king and the new Duke and all of these changes happening in the village, and he's probably more aware of the fact that all of this stuff is not good. And Phineas is like, I'm still not sure if I want Manfred to see that, because if he sees that, he can't unsee it. And I think that Philip and Manfred were probably talking about this weeks prior to the fact, because I do think that Manfred is more comfortable talking to his uncle than he is his own father, just because of Philip's cool and childish demeanor. You know, he can always talk to younger kids and get on their level, I think. So Manfred found out that they were out here talking, and he kind of tried to convince his dad to take him. It was getting late. Philip went to go home and check up on Annis and their kids before he went off to the execution site, but Manfred is here trying to convince his dad that he is old enough to go and that he is aware of the predicament and he still wants to go. So here we are, and it took me a while to get this set up, but I thought this was absolutely cool. Okay, we have Lord Wymond there, the person that's about to be executed, and the Duke. Okay, I did not build this build. This is something that you can find on my Tumblr. I did reblog it. And okay, now I have some of the other peasants in the village here, and they're watching the Duke. He's about to give a speech. So we have Manfred right here sitting next to his uncle Philip. Behind Philip is one of Philip's buddies from when he first got to town, and his wife. And behind her is Hayward's wife, one of the Haywards. That is Scherser's husband. The Cambrays' daughter is here, and another one of Philip's buddies, Scherser, the Cambrays' daughter mother. I'm forgetting these names. And one of Manfred's buddies. So the Duke is giving his speech, talking about just bad talking the Lord, the former Lord, and what he's trying to send out a message that if this can happen to somebody of a status of Lord Wymond, then this can also happen to the peasants. Like I said, they're trying to keep control of the villagers. Oh my god. Okay, now this is. Oh my god, this was a mess. It took me forever. I've never really played with this extreme violence mod. So I'm gonna put a trigger warning before this episode. But yeah, it took me a while to kill him off because the executioner kept failing. So yeah, but that happened and it was absolutely funny and to play with. And I had to have mine to actually turn this into machinima, but some chaotic gameplay is good for these episodes. And at some point, Manfred and Phineas came inside of the jail to go to sleep. I mean, it took me forever to kill off the Lord. But we're gonna say that they were all in the audience. They were still sitting outside, and they all saw it. But it is now the next day, or technically a few months or weeks after the fact. I had Phineas go pay off some of his fines because he got caught breaking some laws, and now he has to pay that back. So there he goes. I think I think Philippa and the kids were really trying to shake Phineas and Manfred for information about the execution, and they've been pretty tight-lipped about it. I think that's something that they don't want to discuss with them. They want to keep, them, I don't know what I want to say, calm, I guess. And here we go, Philippa started yet another fire, and now everybody is about to come in here and freak out. Alright, Phineas. That is not helping us. Alright. I think I'm gonna say that Phineas got all the kids out, and then Manfred put the fire out with some water. So Manfred saved the day. And I'm gonna replace that and then have everybody come back inside and eat their meal. Okay, so Philippa, Bob was not hungry. Yes, he's restroom. And then he can eat. Claire. And then Gilbert. And then Izzy, if she's not asleep. Alright, there goes Izzy. So this is a quiet breakfast, so nobody's really talking. It is All Fools Day, but we won't be celebrating. There is nothing to celebrate. I think the peasants and the people in the village are really scared to do anything since these new laws have been implemented. So everybody's pretty much staying in their homes and working on the king's land and making sure that they have food, or I don't know. In my mind, they would have still been like in real life working, and maybe they would have had some crops made, but all that stuff would have gone to the people in the upper class. Like it would all have gone to the nobles. That's why when 1317 comes, I'm not planning on rolling for my noble class, but all my peasants I will roll for. Okay, I think Philippa is in here trying to still shake some information out of Manfred. He's not saying anything to her, even though it's been the weeks since Lord Wymond passed away, but she really wants to know about what happened, and she's upset that nobody is giving her any information. So she realized she wasn't getting anything from him, so she left. And now I'm gonna have Claire come over here and throw that trash away. And I think at this point she got over her sickness, which I was really happy about. I don't want to see my Claire go. And of course, Phineas is inside playing his flute. And Manfred is going to fix the sink. I think he's going to take over for Filippo with fixing all the broken stuff in the house from now on. And that gives Filippo the chance to work on stuff that she hasn't been able to work on since she started having kids. And here we go. Like, I really think Izzy is going to steal Pepper's heart away from Claire, because Pepper has always been by Claire's side, but now when I play, he's always by Izzy, looking after Izzy, making sure she's not getting into things. But we are in the other Halliwell household because it is our first set of triplets birthday today. Had to teleport Vivian back inside because she was outside. Yeah, they're just standing. So I'm looking for Millicent. Okay, there's Millicent. She's on the bed right now. Millicent and Eva. I'm trying to get all the kids inside so that I can do the roll. So after I did that, I finally got them all in the house. And now we're going to start rolling for our first set of triplets. And we're going to roll for baby Millicent. And let's see. They can't roll a 9 or a 10. So let's roll. Okay, Millicent rolled a 2, so Millicent is safe. She can age up to a child and live throughout the whole life stage. So now we have Halliwells, and let's see what Halliwells rolls. Halliwells rolled a 10, so she is also safe. She just barely missed the death roll right there. Okay, so now we have to go to baby Eva. Alright, so Eva rolled a 9. So that means Eva is not going to make it past her child life stage. And as you guys know, I rolled to see at what age my Sims die. So we're gonna generate a number. And unfortunately that means she did generate a number since. So we're not gonna be able to spend any time with her. She's gonna have to die at the age of 6, which she is currently. So after I fix her up and cast, she is unfortunately going to have to pass away. I'm going to consider her the first victim of the famine. So this is what Millicent looked like. She is the spitting image of her mother currently right now. I like the fact that she has the short hair. This is what Halliwells looks like. And yeah, I like the pigtails that she has. Okay, and this is what this is what Eva would have looked like. But we're not going to be able to spend time with her, so I had to kill her off. I killed her off by starving her. I mean, it makes sense. This is the famine, so I'm going to say that she died from hunger. Oh, so sad. I was really upset about this when I was playing because Eva was one of my favorite Sims in this household, and now she's gone. Oh, and I feel really bad for Phineas and Phillip. Oh, look at Vivian. And look at her. While her sister's body was still on the ground, this girl was playing with a toy, and I did not make her do this. I swear I didn't. She did this on her own. Well, this child, I swear, is a hot mess. But here goes they're no longer triplets anymore. They're just twins now. There goes the Grim Reaper. I'm not doing any Save a Sims in this challenge. I know other people doing in their challenge, but I really want to see who makes it to the end of time based on pure fate, you know? So There goes baby, or there go. I don't know why I keep calling her baby. There goes Eva. That's very sad. That is the first victim of this famine, and who knows how many other Sims this famine is gonna take away from us. Oh, I guess baby Ron's gonna need a hug there. And I think I'm just going to end the episode right here, you guys. On this very sad note, Eva will be the first victim of the famine, and I hope this isn't a bad omen for the Halliwells. I know I said I wanted some of my Sims to go, but it's really hard to let go. Eva was one of the Sims I was rooting for. And wouldn't it be crazy if all the Sims that I wasn't rooting for in the early episodes live, and all the Sims, all my favorite Sims die? I would absolutely be heartbroken, but I will survive. So, yeah, I don't think the Cambrays daughter is gonna be a good match for Manfred, but I still might put her in the poll just to see if you guys would want her to be with Manfred. And I guess that's all I have to say for this episode. So I will see you guys next year in 1317 when we have to kill off some more of our Sims. And I'm not ready. I'm really not. But I'll see you guys then.